Hey guys, thank you very much for joining me. My name is Colin and this is Colin Talks Crypto. And I'm going to show you something very interesting about the Tether dominance chart and how we can use it to not only confirm that we are indeed in another leg up for Bitcoin, a big move up, but also we can use this as a clue to spot when the Bitcoin top might be in for this next leg up. This is the Tether dominance chart. What does it show us? Well, right now it shows us if we line it up with Bitcoin, on the top we have Bitcoin, on the bottom we have Tether dominance. And these blue arrows I've drawn are every time we've had a Bitcoin top. So you can see they're inversely correlated. When Tether dominance touches this blue trend line, Bitcoin is making a top or a subtop. You can see that right here, corresponds with this blue arrow. Here's two arrows, sort of like double top in this region up here, where it's tapping this blue line down here. And then here's the $69,000 top, corresponding with this blue arrow, where Tether dominance basically or nearly touches this trend line. And then again, we have this first sub peak, $72,000 after a violent move upwards, March 12th, corresponding with Tether dominance touching the blue trend line, and so on. Now, here's an exception. This is where I started to question this metric because it broke through this blue diagonal trend line. And so I'm thinking, well, this is not reliable. Like, it can't just break through this. I have to throw it out. But I took another look at it, and this is what I figured out. And I'll explain what these white lines are in a second. If you flip this into a log scale, and let me just do some things here with the trend lines. I basically hide them for myself so I can barely see them, but I can bring them back to full color. That's just my way of saving them. I'm going to do that with this one here. There. So now we have two logarithmic regression lines that touch the tops and the bottoms of this channel all the way back to 2017. It's the same data we just saw, but it's in log format. So now we're looking at Tether dominance in log format. Switching this to inverted scale actually makes it even more clear. So now we've got Tether dominance inverted and in a log scale. And so all the blue arrows correspond to Bitcoin tops. It's much easier to think with it. You don't have to flip it in your head upside down. Basically, every time Tether dominance touches this upper parabolic regression line, that's when Bitcoin is making a price top or a sub price top. So what's interesting about this is when the Tether price breaks up, well, now it's up out of these sloped white lines, that's the beginning of a giant move up. And you can see, like back in 2021, that was the move from 32,000 up to 69,000, where this blue arrow is. It was when it broke through this line right here. Same for back in 2024, we have this sloped white regression line, and Tether dominance broke through it, tested it once, tested it twice, respected it, and took off. That was the move in Bitcoin from 68,000 up to 107,000. So what do we have right now? We have another diagonal trend line that has just been broken. Here, I'll draw the path I think that it's going to take. I think it's going to basically go like this. Something like that. Basically, this is the Tether, inverted Tether dominance log path that I think is coming. Now, what's exciting about this is, first of all, it confirms that we've broken out. Tether dominance confirmed the breakout, and just like the prior times, that signaled a huge move up in the Tether dominance as well as the Bitcoin price. So look at, we're already in it. Like, the bottom is in, guys. April 9th, 2025, that was the bottom. That was the bottom here. It broke out. Confirmation. We are now in an uptrend. And that uptrend won't end until we touch this parabolic line. Now, this is the little cheat here, because when something breaks out, you don't really know how far it's going to go for. Yeah, sure, we have this like upper boundary of 107,000, 109,000 for the previous all-time high. But like once it breaks that, which I feel confident it absolutely will in the coming month or two, where's it going to go from there? How high is it going to go? As Tether dominance starts climbing, it's going to approach this blue line. And as it approaches this blue line, that is the signal for at least a local top. If it breaks through this, then this whole chart is scrapped, okay? But it hasn't been broken. In 7 years, in 8 years, this parabola has been respected this whole time. going back all the way. So this will be a first. And I like to assume a trend will continue. I like to assume TA or a pattern will continue until it's proven otherwise. Then I'm willing to change my mind. So we have two things this chart is telling us. A, it tells us we are in a confirmed uptrend that has just begun and has a way to go for Bitcoin. And B, it tells us where the top's going to be. We don't know the price because this is a Tether dominance chart, but we will know the price as Bitcoin's climbing its way up. It's making some moves like this, and it comes down, and then it goes up, and here we are, something like that, whatever it may be, give or take, right? And basically, we'll follow the price up for Bitcoin, and then we'll look at the Tether dominance inverted log chart. And as soon as it touches this line, that's a healthy sign to probably take profits. Like if you're a trader or you're like a intra-cycle trader, which I don't really recommend. Now, this is fascinating. So this is amazing in itself. It tells us we're broken out, and it tells us where the top might be for that breakout, which is awesome. So, whether it's 130,000, whether it's 150,000, 140,000, I don't know. Something like that probably. Okay, guys, this is why I am so excited about the next few months for Bitcoin and why I am personally very confident, 90% confident, that we are in an extended uptrend, a breakout move that's going to bring us to new all-time highs that we haven't seen ever before in Bitcoin's life. And if you're not following me on X, please do. I make posts every day there. You are missing content if you do not follow me on X. Have a great day.